Morning, world. I am alive. Your boy Retro was feeling rough last night, I blew my nose and my eyes were still kind of crusty. And I was thinking right after I got done with the video, literally right after, say I drank all the chocolate milk. I'm disappointed in myself, didn't have none for the morning, but it would have been bad unless I kept it cold. But, I was thinking in the shower, like, right before I got in the shower, man, I'm like, dude, if I feel like this, and I got that from the cat, she's gotta feel twice as worse. She's twice as small, like, not twice as small, she's a lot more than that, smaller than me, but, she was rough. All of her sisters and brothers died, and she's also 2 months behind, and, her nose was really crusty and she keeps on laying in her food, so she smelled really bad, you know what I mean? I couldn't take it anymore, and I've been giving her a bath frequently, but I don't like giving her a bath every day because she's so sick. She doesn't know any better. Water gets in her lungs and stuff, so it's like, sorry, my nose, I guess I'm tickling it. My nose hairs, they grow out of my nose, bro. I could like braid them. Seriously. It's terrible. So, she didn't like me this morning at 3, 4 this morning. 2:30. She was, not only did I take a hot shower and yoga, I did that first, and then I snatched her out of bed from right when she was sleeping. Good morning. Good morning, girl. And, surprising though, I was right in my judgment. She didn't whine, she didn't yelp, she didn't cry, she didn't do anything. She just laid there, just like in relief. I had the hot water tank turned all the way up, so, I just laid in the shower with her, with the bathtub full, and I let her lay on my chest. I laid back. She just laid on my chest just like she is there, staring at me. And I let, like, all the hot water, it was hot, like, almost unbearable. Like she was fine, I was fine, but it was to that point. It got all over, out of her nose, all that. And then I blow dried her this time instead of letting her dry with the towel. I blow dried her, so I wanted to get her fur. I don't want like her bottom of the fur. Every time I dried her with the towel, see at the bottom of her fur, it was still crusty. It was like hard still. Until you petted it. You made it down. Now it's all soft. So, she's happy. She's clean. Her nose. She can breathe through her nose. Yeah, I remember all these cats, their noses were completely, scabbed shut, closed shut. They were infected. They got infected, sore, and infected and closed up. That's why all the other cats died. They couldn't breathe through their nose or through they couldn't breathe, period. Their lungs, it got down to their lungs, into their organs. That's why all the other kittens, they all died. If they didn't die because their stomach was bloated like this, it was, the infection from the nose, the mouth, the eyes made it down into the organs. That's why their stomach bloated. Plus, they weren't getting any food or nutrition, water. Mom left them alone, old man wasn't going under there, feeding them or grabbing them. So the only reason why she survived, one, she's the strongest out of all of them, mentally, and then she was developed enough. What, and that's what made her so strong. What? That's what you're supposed to. You gotta fight with her, like beat her in the head, like another cat would. Animal. You don't whack them or anything. They get it. They know that, it's danger. Who wants to get whacked in the head, What? What? I play with their back feet too. What? What? I love you. I love you. See, her nose still a little crusty. It's just from this morning, from what you got out the shower, bathtub, what, 2:30, 3:30 maybe? Yeah, maybe 3:30, I think. Yeah, 3:30. I laid back down with her and I laid down on my, she needs rest. She needs love, I'm training her. That's part of another thing too that kind of sucks. It's taking time. Like, it's taking time out of everything. Which I'm gonna be showing you guys videos, a lot of the training videos, stuff I know, and then she just went off the back of the bed, and she caught herself nice, that was slick. She rolled, she was itching, she rolled, fell off the back of the bed, but caught herself with the paw. But yeah, she slept with me right here, like right there all night, just right on my side. I just pet her. Well, not all night, but after we woke up. I was gonna do Bible study, but God told me, no, you're not doing Bible study. You're taking care of the cat I just gave you. So she needs it bad. But yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with her. If I don't do this, she isn't going to follow me. She isn't going to be attached to me as I will, like I'm trying to show everyone. Nor will she listen. She's got to be hungry. I'm kind of like making her wait this morning. Um, I don't want her to get used to eating at the same time all the time. That way when, in case emergencies happen, she's gonna be a travel kitty. She's gonna be in the same situation I'm in a sense. So I gotta, I gotta train her. You know what I mean? To be fine not eating. You know what I mean? Right when she first wakes up. That's why I'm kind of keeping her here for a minute. I'm gonna feed her, shortly. Just not right when we wake up like she thinks. She thinks we're going right to the bowl. That's what it is. That's what she's doing right now. Meow, 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 meow. So you gotta tap them good. They don't listen. You don't whack them. You just tap them. They know. That's what Mama does. Good girl. That's a good girl. You don't have to keep on doing it either. You do it once like that. See, she's not taking off anymore. I don't mind that she's going down there. I just don't want her to be taken off like that. That's not you gotta that behavior. That's the first behavior you gotta stop, and it's hard to do. Mentora, come here, baby girl. Yeah, that behavior where they're running, they constantly run, trying to run from you. You gotta tap them in the head like this, like in the forehead, or you gotta pinch them behind the neck. A lot of times though, even if you pinch them behind the neck, they'll still take off. If you don't hit that nerve right, you tapping them in the head is where it's at. She's staring at me. My stomach's growling. I'm getting hungry too. I need coffee. I need to wake up. I took another shower. I feel rough, from this cat. Whatever they had, I have, and I do it for other reasons too, other purposes. I mentioned in another video, I don't drink as much water as I should unless I'm doing something physical where I'm riding the bike, you know what I mean, and I'm quenching my thirst. That's when I get all my water in. So unless I'm doing something hard on my body, I don't drink enough water. So what I do to do this, to get enough water in, is I shower, and I bring water in with me, and that's why I had the flash leader. That's why I have bought the flash heater I disconnected. And that's why I'm happy I still have a good hot water tank that the bottom fell out, and my landlord had to replace it because I have it turned all the way up. It runs forever, and that heat, that hotness is what quenches my thirst. So if I bring a bottle of water in there, I chug that. I try to bring two, but sometimes two gets me nauseous. So a lot lately, I've only been bringing one. Just bringing one in there, and I'll chug the one, and then I'll lay in the bathtub. Let it absorb, while I sit in the heat and let my muscles, my muscles, my soreness, before I stretch, I get that water in my muscles, in my system, in my blood. That simple. The hotter the shower you can stand, you know what I mean. The more water you're more liable to drink in a sense. For me, that's how I do it. I have to do it that way. Which I'm busting my ass off to. So when I get the sailboat, there's gonna be a piece of property. I want my own property to get away, and then the rest of it is gonna be at a resort. It's gonna be most of the time, like when we dock, it's gonna be at a resort. I have one in mind because it's just more cheaper that way. Plus, I'm gonna be traveling for the channel, doing interviews and stuff. Doing all this stuff. It's gonna be nice to have access to those type of amenities, and I'll always have access to the dock as well. I'll always have a boat slip and a way to refuel, and that's their specialty as well. Is people that go out and sea when they come back, they wanna people that work at sea, you know what I mean. They wanna come back relax for a week or two. That's where they go. There's a lot of them around. I'll show you guys eventually which ones I have in mind. I've been in a few which are really nice. I can't wait to show you guys these. But there's one I'm really, really looking forward to seeing. But it's high class. Like, I'm not getting in there unless I'm wearing like a business suit type deal, Um, and Margarita's, all dressed up in her dress. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. But what I want is down in Florida where I charter most of the time, Um, that's where I'm gonna be most of the time. I'm gonna be, studying weather most of the time. I'm gonna be hunkered down a lot, I'm not gonna be chartering. I'm gonna be chasing storms most of the time and doing computer stuff. So I'm gonna want my own property, my own little getaway. And the more I've been thinking about it, it's gonna be in Alabama. I'm gonna have two of them, one in United States, one in Mexico. One for where Margarita chooses in Mexico, and then I'm choosing the one in Alabama. We're both gonna agree on the spots, obviously, but the one in Alabama is going to have a hot tub. It's gonna be a very small home with a barn or something. I'm thinking about just trying to find a barn where I can get like a loft on top, and then I want to build just like an apartment on top where I can park my two cars, our cars, mine and her cars, our stuff, and like boat equipment, store our sailboat equipment, and a piece of property, so we could have firewood, that type of stuff. Uh, have family over when we do. We don't want to be on the boat 24/7. We did grow up on land. We're gonna want to get a break from it, and when we have children as well, we're planning on having children. So, we plan on coming back, for the birth, those type of things. But, I want to really have a nice hot tub. It's got to have a room, a special room I'm building to be able to stretch and get the toxins out. And, she's actually what really pushed me into doing this, the whole yoga toxin thing, because down in Mexico, her culture, they take a lot of time to go out of their way to sit in these hot rooms, these big tents basically with big, that make you sweat. And she would tell me all the time she can't wait, she can't she cannot wait to take me. And, you know, we got separated because of these stupid fucking American families that are shit. Stupid. But, you know, I won't allow it to happen. I'm too intelligent, you know what I mean, to sit here and allow, you know, that to happen. So this is why I do what I do. It is 7:30 in the morning. I'm about to go get up, make coffee, feed her, feed myself, and I'm taking you guys with me. You guys are riding with me for the day as much as I got to get used to it, right? Um, you know, I quit my career for this, so and there's many other things too. You know, there's families, there's women all around the United States, you know, and around the world that you know are kind of relying on this. You know what I mean? They don't even know that I'm doing this, you know, and but they're relying on it. They need it. You know, these women are being used by you know stigmatized fucking American made laws. It's fucking retarded. That's the only reason why me and her aren't together right this second physically. But I'm getting up. Come on, Matora. I know you're hungry. I want to feed her because I know she's hungry, but I don't want her to get dirty. Um, all that, all that cleaning and stuff. I don't want her to smell like cat food. Come on, girl. You want to go shoot? You want to go shoot? Want to smell it? Want to smell it? That's yours. Come on. We gotta go. Turn on the coffee. Open up the door. No one stole my truck. It's good. She looks good, man. I'm telling you, I gotta get those back doors fixed, and I got some work to do, but she's coming together, you know. I'm so glad I'm keeping her. God convinced me to keep it. So I'm happy I talked to him because if I didn't have a relationship with Jesus, it would have been gone already. I'm telling you, that truck I would have done it my way instead of being patient and having faith and waiting. I was always moved, do this, do this, do this, do this, and no, don't do that. Wait, be patient. Listen, God's plan has taken a long time to be fulfilled. He does it on purpose. Listen, we're on God's time. We're on God's time. Listen, you can take your time. Anybody that's moving fast is evil. I'm telling you. That's the truth. That's the truth. So, I gotta go put my slippers on. What I gotta do is actually wash this floor, sweep it and mop it. But I gotta take this trash out and recycle today. I gotta look for my slippers. I don't have my socks on. And it's gonna drive me crazy. There we go. I didn't do the dishes still either. Dude, I woke up feeling like shit, man, from these cats, dude. My eyes were still fucking crusty. They're not, like, pressing shut, but, like, in here and stuff, over here and in the back, right here. Like, this one says it. It sucks. Like, you can hear it in my voice, too. My fucking throat, all that stuff. But I only took vitamin C the second day I had them when my eyes got all goopy. The first night I slept with them, nothing, you know. I woke up the next day fine. It was the next morning I woke up, I was hit, and then I took a shitload of vitamin C. I was fine for the next 2 days, and then today I just, blah, it hit me like I feel rough. I'm surprised she's moving as good as she is. But she's also a kitten. Move, kitty. You always do that. You climb under my feet right early in the morning. Yeah. That's it. I'm not going to give her this salmon tuna one. She didn't seem to like that one that much. She ate it, you know, she purred, but she wasn't like crazy about it, you know? Well, I told you, stop going under my feet. You gotta learn. I'm dragging my feet too. I'm not even stepping. Come here, cat. Dork. Yeah, well, I know you're hungry and you're going crazy. Not as crazy as some other cats, thank God. Other cats would be clawing the shit out of me, fucking being acting stupid. She just won't stay from under my feet. Here, I'm gonna give you half of it and see how you do. You gotta stop eating the whole thing. You're a small kitten. I want her to eat till she's full and not because she sees it, you know? And just keep on eating. Coffee cups, I have a thing, coffee cups. Like, I'll let a coffee cup go a whole week sometimes without fully washing it. I'll just rinse it. It's weird, I don't know. It don't bother me. Only coffee though. Like, tea, anything else like that, I won't do that. But coffee. So I saved this rice. I was gonna eat it today, but I'm gonna give it to the cats while I'm outside. You know, they're actually been used to me feeding them. I haven't been feeding them. I stopped feeding them. I'm moving, you know. So their food intake has been cut a lot significantly. Like a lot, and I think that's another reason why they left. Which I want to go outside and check see, you know, the weather, see how it feels today. I like to judge the weather myself. Yesterday, I used the app on the phone. I've been trying to find apps on my phone instead of my laptop. Because I don't always have my laptop on me, you know, but I always have my phone with me. I'm having a hard time finding a good, reliable weather app that is consistent around the world. That works with certain things. I found another one. I think I'm about to try today. When I install it, I'll tell you guys what I feel. How I feel. I'll tell you the name of it and stuff. But yeah, all the cats are out here. But there's not as many of them. You can tell. Yeah, there's not as many of them. There was like 30 of them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only see 4 right now. Which that's not like that. It's usually listen, that whole porch is usually full. Like, and I'm talking behind it too. So a lot of them ran off because they would be here waiting at that door just like the other ones. Either they ran off or they died, or they didn't get snatched up. That's a fact. No one ain't catching those cats. Watch. I'm telling you, you're not catching these cats. Look. You tell me you're going to catch these cats. See? See what I'm saying? You're not going to catch them. So they either one moved, they found another food source, which is a good thing because that means they moved on. They were smart. You know, they finally realized they moved on. Incest. They learned. That's probably what happened. They realized that they needed to move on. Because, you know, they got their sister pregnant and fucking all the litter died. The whole litter died. Besides 2, 3 kids. Which now my fucking slippers are wet. Which I wasn't thinking going out there after those damn cats. If I would have stood on the concrete, it would have been fine. Whatever, I get that later. I'm about to start some coffee. I'm gonna go find some socks. Bear with me, people. Friends, ladies, gents. I don't mean to call you guys people. You know, we are people. In a sense, I don't know, I didn't like the way it came out, the way it sounded. Alright, I think we have socks. I think we're in the game. I think we're good now. I found these I like these really thin socks. And when you're on the boat deck, man, on a fiberglass boat, after a while when your feet get waterlogged, it feels weird on the fiberglass. It's always, listen, man, just being able to put a pair of socks on your feet makes all the difference. It does. But I gotta find me good boat shoes, and I don't like these. I don't like boat shoes. I don't like the way they look. They look retarded to me for some reason. I still wear them, but that lady that lives around the block, she she said she was gonna buy this table. She hasn't come back yet. This fucking 300-year-old table, which I listed for $250. But she had these socks on, which they're pretty fucking cool. I like them. And I don't have any. I have just enough milk for coffee. Yes. That's crazy. It's been 2 days. That milk's been in the house. I've kept that milk good for 2 days. That's usually doesn't last that long. That's surprising. I got it to last today. So we're gonna make really strong coffee. I got a cold. It's a very, very mild cold. Very mild. But I've had it for 3 days now, but what's weird is it hit me harder today than it hit me the other days, which is odd. That's not normal. This is de-thawed, so we gotta make this today. This is getting made today. So I got eggs, I'm gonna make sausage. I gotta make all of that today. I don't know. I don't really want to cook it in the microwave. I'm probably going to wait till about 10, see if I can get Bill over here. And I might have Bill, I got a pan. I might throw it in a pan, and I might go over to Bill's house and heat it up on this oven. I'm serious, on the stove. I'm not lying. Then I got tortillas and stuff. I can make breakfast tortillas. I got eggs. I got the sausage. I got the rice, you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to end up making for lunch. Breakfast, lunch, brunch. Because I'm right now, but the way my stomach feels, I feel weird. I'm probably just going to be drinking coffee. And I might just eat a little. I don't even know if I have enough milk for cereal. I only have enough milk for coffee. I might be waiting. I got a cereal. We need more milk, I think. I gotta get to work. That's what I need to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm about to get ready. I gotta get fueled up, We gotta get fueled up. I gotta get dressed, fueled up. And then start cutting up that truck. I don't wanna cut that truck up too early though. I don't wanna start until 9:30, 10. So I got 2 hours to go. So we're gonna read, get ready. We're basically gonna take 2 hours to get ready. So we're gonna do some Bible reading, just do a little bit of little light computer stuff, nothing major. And drink coffee, eat, get dressed, smoke weed. That's the mission this morning, right now, as of right this moment. And then we're going out there, and that I'm cutting that up. So Bill wanted to drag it down. It's not going to work like that. I knew it was going to happen like that, but I like to let people, their imagination run wild, and then let them come back to reality. I already knew that his master plan scheme might work. I mean, if the tires were good, if those tires were good and, other things, I would have attempted it, but, yeah, Bill retired, Bill hasn't worked, hasn't paid taxes, since the 70s, in a sense, I shouldn't say he hasn't contributed to the work society in 30 years, he's retired. He gave himself to Jesus. I thought he said 79, but he said he gave himself to Jesus in 89, the year I was born. Which is That's a long time. It's 34 years ago. You know, and he's in his. You'd think Bill's actually older than he is. He's younger. He's in his 60s. Bill's as old as my dad. My two older brothers' father. My real dad actually is younger than my two older brother's father. Um, my real dad, my biological father, was actually closer to my mother's age than, my two older brother's father. My two older brother's father was 19, she was 15, knocked my mom up, So, and then she had me at like 21, 20. Then she had Kevin, my other two little brothers, she had them at a different age, a little bit older, more wise. But then right after she had them, that's when she got really fucking torn apart. So I've been working on my abs again. I was 215. I fasted. I was throwing up a lot. I was doing all these I was having problems, bro. I'm still having problems. I'm over it. You know what I mean? Like the big part. The bad stuff. I don't feel like I'm dying. I feel new again. I feel like a whole new person. That's why I'm so thankful for Jesus and for the all these ancient practices. I have found over the internet that I have been studying and practicing. And I found these a lot of these studies and stuff I find are from universities. So, which surprises me that more people aren't aware of this stuff. It blows my mind. And even if they are aware of it, they have no interest in it. It surprises me. It does. It does. All I gotta do is do some wide push-ups, and these are double in size. I don't have any, I haven't, put any blood in them, any oxygen in them, and they're not all pumped up, all juiced up. Um, you know, I'm actually not in the mood to work out today, but I need to. Um, I did my stretches. I'm just not in the mood to do any physical lifting and stuff. But before I go out there and use that Sawzall, I'm gonna bust out 20 push-ups before I do so, for the sake of injury. I don't want to hurt myself. I have really bad carpal tunnel in my arms from all the hard work in the past 10 years since I'm my 20s, my early 20s. This past decade, over a decade. 15 years. I've been really abusive to my body. I started young. All the skateboarding, the BMX riding. Um, the drifting, I got into drifting because it wasn't, so hard on the body, but, I'm still on my back on the cars, wrenching and, doing all this hard shit, you know what I mean? That's tough on the body. Car work isn't easy, and Mentora's driving me nuts with her damn. Mentora, I know you want to climb up me. That's what she does, man. She's ruining my thermals, but I don't care. It kind of hurts sometimes. And she doesn't realize she's clawing into my skin. But look, she'll fall asleep like this. She'll sleep like this. If I don't move, once she gets comfortable, she'll find a comfortable spot, man. She'll sit up here. She'll sit over there. She's a weirdo. I love her though. I'm happy. God delivered for sure. I asked God for a kitten. I asked because I seen them all sick, and I was like, please, I can't take all these cats in. I can't. I told him. I talked to him like that. I can't take all these cats in. I told him, but let me, if you want me to have one, make it happen. It's your will, not mine. And his will, that's what his will was. All the cats, all the other cats he didn't want died. He didn't want them to die, but he knew that, they were gone already too long, He knew that mom was in the ditchum, and her incest. They're not supposed to be living. Just like I've asked him about that with Adam and Eve, you know what I mean? And the kids sleeping together, but that's how it was done. That's how DNA, that's how our world is decaying. There's nothing you can do anyways. Like, so we can't save this earth permanently. Even if we do all the things that we want to do to, like, to stop global warming, the earth is still slowly decaying. God cursed it. Therefore, God had to make another earth for us, another planet. So there's nothing we can do anyways. She's chewing on power cables. It's not good. I'm gonna have to watch her. No. Mio. I'm gonna have to get her toys. I got those play balls. Yeah, that's not good. She was chewing in power cords and it's my good one too. She started chewing the red one, which is my favorite one. It's my favorite one for sure, and it's on the travel charger. Go up, Mio. Come here, Mentora. I gotta grab this. I don't know why that ended up on the floor. I threw this beater on the floor. I gotta get dressed. Mentora, hold on a second. I'm gonna show you. The sports. And she was. Hey, listen to me. You gotta do this. Listen, you're not gonna be chewing on my cords, you hear me? Look at me. No. Mio, bad. Mio. Go over here. Pay attention to something else. She don't know any better, She knows. Once I continue to tell her, she's going to know. She's not going to stop. But she's not going to want to be gripped up like that all the time. Therefore, she's going to stop. Same thing with your kids. You're supposed to do the same thing with your kids, man. Firm but gentle. It's common sense, man. It's really common sense shit. Alright, hit. Okay, I got this. I got my hat. Gotta have this. I don't want to open today. Alright, I'm just not that good today. Yeah, see, I'm just not that good today. So that's got that. That's going with me today. I keep a razor one sometimes too, but this one's more for work. I like to have the blue one. That one you can't flick out. This one you can flick out. And it has a little hook, for like seat belts and stuff. So like if I'm walking and somebody's car's flipped over, and I gotta go help them out of their car, save them or something, and the seatbelt is in, I can cut the seatbelt out quick, instead of this way I can yank on it, you can pull on it. I've saved a few people. Many times, actually. There's one recently, couple years ago over here at Ford Rodinato Drive. I watched a lady. It was snowing. It was yellow light turned red. I stopped. I was stopped like I knew, just like you're supposed to. Dumbass person on their phone fucking flew through the fucking light. Fucking smacked her. So she's going through the light like this, like, He hits the back of her car. He spins out. She spins out. Her truck flips. Ends up upside down in the middle of the intersection. I hop out of the car. Her windshield, her doors were completely shut. You couldn't get in the truck. The windshield was cracked. I told her to cover her face. She's freaking out. And surprisingly she was conscious. I'm surprised she was. I could even speak with her. I asked her if she's all right. But she was hanging upside down. She's like, "What do I do?" I said, "Cover your face. Cover your face. I'm gonna kick in the windshield." I kicked in the windshield, and as I kicked in the windshield, and I told her unbuckle her belt, I'm helping her out. Two black gentlemen came up behind me, and I couldn't get the windshield out enough. The strength. I'm a strong fucking dude, man. But, those windshields, that's tempered glass, it's designed, those windshields today are designed not to break, in a sense, they're meant to shatter. And I didn't have no gloves on or anything, I hopped out so quick, and ran to her. We got her out. They helped me, and I'm glad they helped me, because listen, man, as soon as us three guys got the windshield open, right, and got her, we all went to the grass off the side of the road. Sure as shit, another fucking dumbass come flying down the road, not paying attention, slid right into her truck, fucking hit her again. She would have been upside down in her seat. Knowing her, she would have undid the seatbelt, right? Would have been crawling out of the truck. Bam! She would have been done. She said it. We said it. She asked me, she told me, she's like, I want to give you money. I told her, I'm not taking no money for that. Crazy. I had drugs in the car, too. I was like, no, I'm going before the cops come. I had a bunch of shit in the car, man. I had to go. I didn't even tell her my name, nothing. She's just like, she was so shocked, like, she didn't know what to do. I was gone. I was on my way to go make a drop and then go pick up. I was making good money, man. I was making good money. It's just not worth it. All the stress and drama and the type of people you're dealing with and stuff. Most of the time you're dealing with solid people. You are. Because they've been doing it for a long time, they're not gonna tell on you because they don't want to be told on, but it's not the guys, it's the girls, man, it's the girls, because you got the girls, man, too many guys let girls in on it, because, too many guys let the girls in on it, that's why I got out of the game. Guys be slipping these days. You can't be telling your woman you're doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be telling a woman, period, you're doing that shit. I don't care if you're married or not. You don't do that shit. You don't tell women, man. You don't get women trafficking drugs. You don't. That's one thing about my code. You don't get them to do drugs. You don't get them trafficking drugs. Because there's one thing they can do that you can't do when things get sour and when things fucking get hard. When things get tough out there, and they do all the time in that lifestyle. They can open their fucking legs, which a man cannot. A man's gotta go rob, shoot, or steal, unless he fucking turns fag. And then even then he's not fucking selling himself, he's fucking sucking dick. All day. I'm not sucking dick all day. I ain't sucking dick at all. I'm gonna go rob you. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna take everything you got. If I can't take it forcefully, then I'm going to take it forcefully. It's that simple. If you have something I want and it's something I need, it's going to be mine. You know what I mean? There's nothing else to be said. And that's why I preach about Jesus so much, because if it wasn't for Jesus, there'd be no good in me. You understand what I'm saying? I would be trained in all these stupid fucking beliefs that I was trained to believe in. The art of warfare and, the art of street warfare as well. Learning from the streets growing up, It only costs 10 stacks over here to get somebody's head took off in my head. And I shouldn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? But that just tells you, the type of people that are around here. You know what I mean? The type of people that are, the shit that be happening around here. The shit that goes on around here, They don't play over here. I'm in the hood, man. I'm telling you, I'm a block away. I got on the good side for a reason. I almost bought a brick house in the hood right here. But I knew I wasn't gonna be here long. I knew it. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what my family was going to do. And I did it to prove it. I did it to prove it. I stayed and dealt with it to prove a point. And I proved it. I gotta go grab some pants. My coffee should be done soon. I really want to wear my... I'm about to do laundry today. I gotta get... If I get some money today, which I should, I had those clothes laying on the floor, so I had to do laundry and fucking... Somehow I mixed up my dirty clothes with some nice fucking new, cleaner clothes, and trying to make sure they don't smell like cat piss, because I got these fucking cats now. I don't want to put on dirty clothes, I really want to wear my army pants. I like wearing these army pants. I gotta get them. I lost a lot of weight, dude. I went from 215, wearing a 36, back down to a 32. It's insane. It's crazy. I went from 32, 34 to a 36. I'm surprised I was ever at 36, man. Listen, getting buff ain't, getting big that ain't the name of the game, man. I'm telling you. Getting buff is not the name of the game, man. It did not do anything for me. Getting that big, it did nothing for me, but create more pain. Like my carpal tunnel and arthritis and all that stuff from all the keyboard stroking and physical activity, carrying gear, and I got hernia surgery. I have a hernia mesh in my stomach. I have 5 screws in my knee. I got a torn right shoulder. You can see it clearly in the video that this side sticks way out. It actually looks disgusting, but to get it fixed would just be for looks, not for function. Then there's very big possible chance when they go in there to fix it to make it look better, not only am I going to have a big scar there, they might make it worse. And I just put the fucking belt backwards, like an idiot, not paying attention. My stomach's growling like a motherfucker. And what sucks is I know it's going to go crazy when I drink this coffee, because it's the first thing I've had. But I took that medication today because I've been feeling off. I took that stomach medication as soon as I got up. After I uploaded that last video with her, right before I went in the shower, and then I took her in there. I drank a bottle of water and took that medication, that stomach medication, so... Because I knew I felt it. I wasn't feeling well. Prepare, get ready. I gotta get work done today. I'm not trying to be in the house all day, not feeling well, so take a pill, get the fuck over it. That type of shit. I don't have a choice. Cats gotta eat, I gotta eat, families gotta eat, I'm alright, I'm fine, no, I'm not. I'm good. But I'm also, the only reason why I'm good is because I know what to do. I've been doing this a long time. A long time. I've been through a lot, man. Age don't mean nothing, man. Age don't mean nothing. I know many people that ain't been through with stuff I've been through. And they've been, they're 100 years old. They ain't been through what I've been through. They ain't seen what I've seen. They ain't had to scrape brain matter off of them and keep carrying on like it's nothing. I want my little ball to go through here. There we go. Yeah, see, you got that ball. That's for the ladies, you know what I mean? That's the lady bun, that's the panty dropper right there, You got that, the panties automatically drop, they just, boop. They get wet first, too, they get a little wet, then they drop. Because, they gotta have some lubrication, these women, they wear the panties so tight these days, without that lubrication, they won't, they just won't drop, so, yeah, that's the panty dropper, I'm telling you. This day and age, you gotta grow yourself a panty dropper, I'm telling you. Grow yourself a panty dropper. You get you one. First worship Jesus first and don't sleep with her until you're married. And then you'll definitely be a panty dropper. You'd be dropping them panties all day long. And they'll be only your panties. If you find a good one, Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31. Watch Proverbs 31. Read Proverbs 31. Live it. Breathe it. Eat it. And spiritual food, you're supposed to read the Bible daily. But you don't have to read the Bible daily if you have it in your heart. Because if you have it in your heart because you read it daily, guess what? You live it daily. You ain't got to read it. You know it. It's in your heart. You're wielding the sword already, mentally, spiritually. I want coffee and then I'm making breakfast, man. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Alright, we got some Cafe Bustelo. See how it looks today. Oh yeah, it's dark. It's gotta be dark, man. If it ain't looking like that, I don't want it, you know? I mean, I'll drink it. I ain't gonna say no to the coffee. Shit, you should have seen the coffee I had the other day. It was definitely flavored. Just it looked colored. That's it. Just had a little color. No caffeine. All right, that's in there. Gotta have sugar. You know, I mean, don't have to, but the sugar takes the bite out of the coffee. Sometimes really strong coffee is really bitter. The sugar takes the bitterness out of it, and you're able to get it down. So, which is another thing I'm gonna struggle with too. You know, sugar doesn't hold really well. It cakes up. You know, it does. It cakes up. It hardens, which is fine. You know, I still can use it. But if it's getting hardened, either one, it's getting moisture in it, which is salt air, so that means it's gonna be salty. You know, if it's been sitting long enough, you know, you gotta think about this stuff. You know, people don't think about shit like that. They don't, because they're not in that position. You know, I gotta think about all this stuff. I want to be on the boat. I literally quit my career to chase storms and to do documentaries on global warming and other things as well, which I've been explaining. You know, I'm trying to tie everything up together, which I'm actually a couple months behind because my Facebook got hacked, my original one. So, which I lost all those followers, I lost all those people I was originally talking to, which, it's funny because I message them, I met them on Facebook, you know, doing, you know, computer stuff and everything. And then when my shit got hacked, and because that person was acting like me, asking my family for money through Cash App and shit, and all my friends, which that Facebook still exists, which they're still doing that shit, those people didn't like me, threatened me, wanted to kill me type shit, because supposedly they sent them money. I'm like, why the fuck would you send money to me anyways? I don't believe you, first of all. Second of all, if I ever find out who actually hacked my Facebook, which I have my ideas, my theories, which eventually I'll get it back, which I'm actually excited. I've been talking to somebody on the internet that I know. They're a computer person like me, a computer geek, and they're willing to maybe do an episode, get with me, and see if we can figure out who it is that hacked my Facebook and see if we can retrieve it back. Because I've been doing a ping test, I've been doing a trace route, and I believe it's some African person. I do. I believe it's a girl. And I believe she's really fucking smart. Really, really smart. She had both of my phones off, or whoever this person was had both of my phones off until 3 o'clock in the morning. Impressive to me. That's very impressive. That means they remoted into both phones. All through Facebook. Because they sent a link to my Facebook, and my dumbass clicked on it, and fucking they were able to get a code to enter the code or whatever that Facebook provided them and gain access. My dumbass, naive dumbass went with it and fucking gave them access to my fucking system. But I was also under a lot of stress, and my dad and I were fighting. And as soon as I did it, like I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing what I was doing, and she conned me into it, or this person conned me into it, you know, through pain and hurt. I was under a lot of stuff, you know. And they took my kindness, you know, my kindness, you know, my faith in Jesus. They took my faith in Jesus and took advantage of it. They used Jesus, which what's funny is I knew that there was potential that when I did this that they would get access to my Facebook. And it was my first experience going live viral, you know, getting that type of attention. So I wanted to see, you know, what people were capable of, because I have a computer background as well. But I wasn't ready for all the effects of it, you know, like I'm getting $1,000 out of my account, basically. I wasn't expecting my truck to break down all at the same time. The second time, no, the third time, I went through 3 transes actually in that truck. Don't buy used transes. That's why I want to go on building a trans. I'm building it myself. Or I'm going to find one that's built. I'm better off buying a rebuilded one than buying a used one from the junkyard. Or I would love to buy a new one, but you can't. I don't have $1,500 to go throw at a transmission, you know, all the time, you know, when it happened, you know. Like I told people, I only paid $800 for that truck. I got that Corvette motor, all that stuff, because that was family. That's the reason why I got the deal, and he was in a tight position, you know. And I'm gonna smoke some wax, and I haven't smoked any of flower. I didn't smoke no flower yesterday at all, none. Oh no, I smoked that joint. I take that back. I smoked that one joint, which I had rolled, but I didn't smoke. What I meant is, I haven't smoked any of this flower since I've been home. That new flower I got, the Voodoo Glue. I've only hit this twice, man. I hit this twice yesterday. I had it once this morning. That was way this morning, like, I'm talking right after I made that video. You know, before I went and hopped in the shower. So, I need to start making beats and taking my written music and start putting stuff. Because I like to listen to music in the morning, and until I start asking people to play their music and stuff, I can't play their music in the morning, you know. And I'd like you guys to hear music while I'm talking, you know. I could edit it in, obviously, but I still would want my own music or ask for rights, you know, ask privileges to use the music. I know they have stuff already on the internet, you know, they already have all these different sounds, but I'm not editing these videos, you know. I'm genuinely just recording them and uploading them, so that's hard for me to do something like that right this moment. It's easier for me just to turn on the radio, you know, or turn on a song, you know, through the laptop or something. So, it would be nice to have my own beats, you know. Thinking about doing that. So I'm just scraping the side of it. I haven't really even dabbled inside, you know, where the actual shit's on the bottom. I've just been smoking stuff on the side. I'm excited, dude. This stuff is as soon as you open it, it just smells so good. That's funny too, is I got a little bit on my finger after I smoked, you know, last night when I got in the shower. Even after the shower, right? Yeah, I hate that whistle. Even after the shower, after using soap, laying down, all that stuff, my finger still had that, it's that strong. It was still caked, you know, like sticky on my finger. And I was petting Mentora last night, and her whole head, you know, like I didn't realize it. It all rubbed off of my finger onto her fur. And this morning when I smelled her, her whole head smells like this. Smells like fruit punch, the wax. And what's funny too is her fur, like her head fur, actually has a nice soft touch to it now. It's kind of funny. I'm actually kind of glad it happened. It's kind of funny. I said that twice. Yeah. Coffee's time to kick it in a little bit. Sorry, I'm starting to feel the coffee. I don't remember having it. Why did I have it so high? I'm not sure why I had it like that. See, like the quartz, I'll cook the black stuff over here too. That's the shit I'm talking about that tastes bad. So, last night when I hit it, I didn't let the quartz cool down enough. And as soon as I put the wax in there off of this, it fucking exploded. It was like poof. And it lit on fire. And fucking, there was a big ass flame coming out of it. Basically, I wasted half of it because I didn't let it cool down. And then the hit tasted like ass because it was all char. You get all, you know, it doesn't burn right. You gotta let it cool down. And you see how it's clear now? That's why I heat it up like that. Now I'm about to heat up the bottom of it and actually get a good hit. And you gotta let it cool down. But I do that, I have to. I can't do it, man. This is why I use this big torch as well, though, because the small torch, I'll show you guys in a minute. The small torch, I go through so much butane so quick. It's just not worth it to me. I just do it this way. And I only buy Clover glass. I'm bougie. I've been through too many bongs, man. I've been through way too many of them. This glass is the only glass I've had that's actually lasted. And I have dropped it on the carpet. That's really good stuff, man. I'm telling you, if I show you guys something, it's always gonna be, it's who I am. It's just anybody that knows me, anybody that knows Retro Bird, Retrospect, will tell you. Banana OG Punch, man. Purple Punch. Banana says Banana OG X Purple Punch. It's a lot. It's hard to remember all of that specifically in that, order. Yeah, I want to close my eyes and lay back, I'm gonna give you guys a number, give myself a number. I study numbers, so what I'll do is I'll go on like Wikipedia, I'll go on biblicalnumbers.org. I have it bookmarked on my laptop. It's funny, he's only been giving me 9s, jacks, 3s, 4s. That's all I've ever got. I haven't got, I got a 6 of diamonds once since I got this new deck of cards. I love these cards, man. These are the best ones I find so far. Bicycle makes the best cards. They do. Bicycle is the only brand I'll buy. Also because they made the Vanity Fair ones. They've been out. Bicycle cards have been out since, forever, since in the Americas, United States of America. So they have history. I'm a big history buff, so anything that has historical value or significance to it. I enjoy it. I'll know it. I read up on it. So we cut. Always shuffle 5, you know. Always shuffle 5. 9 of clubs. So God gave us 9 of diamonds last time. 9 of clubs. So you know, go look up the definition of what club means. You know, comment below. Comment below. This is the whole point of Life Stories Perspectives. You know, I study every day. I got to get down to Florida so I can get enrolled in Full Sail University. I was gonna do it online, but I decided I wanted to get down there. They have all the state of the art technology, computer systems, you know, video making equipment, you know, theater equipment. You know, they got access to all these things that I don't have access to here in Michigan. Everything's down in Orlando, Florida. So this is why I'm moving to Pensacola, Florida, or Alabama area. I plan on living in Alabama and working out of Pensacola, Alabama area. But it's close enough to Orlando. But I can't afford to live in Orlando. If I want to run a business and do everything that I plan on doing, YouTube wise. And then with Margarita as well. Also, the Alabama laws are different than Florida laws, which, you know, I mentioned in other videos. I'll be going over that constantly once those matters arise. You know, I'm not talking about those issues or concerns as of this moment because I'm here. You know, you can only do one day at a time. You know, and that's why it's so important to rely on God. I rely on God for everything, man. I do. I have to. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this, make something to eat. And we're going to get going. I'm going to bring you guys going. You know, this joystick says it's got 2 bars left, so I'm going to charge it up. It's been lasting the whole day. So me leaving it overcharged the other night seems like it didn't do anything, but I'm going to try not to do that, you know. So I'll see you guys soon. You know, it takes about an hour with Spectrum to upload a video. So if it's an hour video, it's in HD. I'm recording in 1080p. You know, if you guys want me to record and lower, you know, and just upload more videos, let me know. You know, this is everybody else's channel. So yeah, I got these cards. This is the reason why I bought these cards, because they're which I mentioned on the video. They're the Element Series Fire. It says Fire is the first in a series of decks featuring historic designs reimagined using one of the 4 elements: fire, wind, water, and earth. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Bicycle Playing Cards Element Series Fire resurrects a vintage card back designed with bold fiery colors. The Fire card back and Joker cards are updated versions of the Hobgoblin design from the renowned Vanity Fair deck produced by the United States Playing Card Company in 1895. And those are the ones I'm looking for. I've seen a couple decks, you know, on eBay and Amazon. You know, the prices are, you know, they're not that expensive, but you know, there's some of them I'm actually looking for. There's different runs, you know, different. You got to go look, but this is what they look like. These ones do. But I want the original Vanity Fair Hobgoblins. I really do. The Hobgoblins are fucking cool. Stuff was cool back then, you know. People let their imagination run wild back then more. In a different way. You know, I wouldn't say more, but in a different way, you know. Yeah. But I'm excited to get going today. I'll see you guys soon, alright?